Hi, and welcome to Wicked Wands. My name is Carmen, and I thought it would be helpful if I did a quick intro so that you know who your tarot reader is and why I got into this in the first place. So, part of that I think is knowing what my table is like and why did I set it up the way that I did. So, basically, I love skulls, so there's always going to be a skeleton component. That's actually one of the main reasons that I love the Santa Muerte deck. So there's a lot of art with skulls, and even the back of the cards has tons of skulls on it. So definitely had to have this really awesome skull on my table. And then I found this awesome hourglass that seems to go quite nicely with that skull just in terms of the ornate detail on it. And now I'm actually on time when I go to meet my friends. I also have a Chakra Tree. So if you haven't heard of chakras before, definitely take a moment to look into it. I know you know how to Google, but basically you have 7 colors representing 7 different parts of your body, and that can pertain to things like your openness to love, for example. It's important to know what kinds of things you need to work on in order to get the best life, and chakras is a big part of that in my opinion. I also have a statue of Isis. I have a bit of a fascination with the Egyptian culture and wanted to have something representing their religion on my table. Not only do I feel like she's a great representation of the divine feminine, but I also feel like it's important to have some sort of visual representation of strength or purpose for you, and she is that for me. She's actually surrounded by black tourmaline, and that is, if you know crystals, something that is reputed to help you rid negative energy from your surroundings. So I thought that would be a really helpful part of my table. We also have some cute little rose quartz hearts all over the table. And I've got this handmade by a friend pyramid, which has some of the details from Maslow's hierarchy on it, which is basically speaking to the idea that as you master some of the more base requirements to life, you can level up and start caring about more important things like your life's purpose. And on my channel, of course, that's what the goal is. From another friend, I received an Egyptian 100-pound note, and again, obsessed with Egypt, so really felt like this would help usher in some good fortune for me and my viewers if it was part of my table. I also have this adorable ring I found at the farmer's market. Yep, you got me. Another skelly. This one's a cat though, so it's doubly cool. Lots of pyramids, that's for sure. I'm probably gonna mess this one up, but I want to say this is dragonstone, and it's good for increasing your intuition, so obviously thought that would be useful in a situation like this. And from my spiritual as fuck deck, yes, I'm going to swear on this channel, by the way, feel your fucking feelings will be permanently on the table. Number one, because I strongly feel that this is an important message for everyone at every moment, but also because I maybe spilt a little bit of soda on it, and so it doesn't really shuffle the way that I want to shuffle anymore. And then we also have a mermaid that I painted gold, because mermaids have always had a special place in my heart as well. We also have Bastet. We're going to get this finished probably tomorrow, by the way. Bastet is an Egyptian female figure that was also a badass, just like Isis, so wanted to have her represented here as well. And then thought I would introduce a couple of my tarot decks to you. If you've watched my first video, you've already seen the Golden Art Nouveau deck. Definitely love the detail. Obviously the gold is a great addition to it. And this is one of the newer cards that I've had. I like to guard it with my to guard it. I like to guard it with my green opal, partially because my grandmother's name was Opal and green is my favorite color, but also because it's really soft to the touch and looks nicely with the colors of the deck. This is my oldest deck, so I've had this over a decade. This is the Green Witch Tarot, and I think now if you were to buy it, it's the Green Goddess. But you can just tell, definitely been bent a little bit over the years. And I found this, I think it's an agate, but I don't know. If anyone knows what it is, put it in the comments below. But that's what guards my original tarot deck there. This is the Santa Muerte tarot deck, also one of my favorites. As I mentioned earlier, I love any kind of skull imagery. Trying to think if I can real quick find one of my favorites here. This indeed is one of my favorites. So this is the Ace of Cups. I love that they made the cups have skeletons on them, but also with hard eyes. And it's guarded by a chunk of selenite. And then the last deck that I'll introduce you to today is the Sexual Tarot deck. One of my favorites to shuffle, really any of them that are made by, I'll put it in the comments or in the description below, but any of them that are made by this particular manufacturer I feel like are really nice to shuffle. And you know, you got some pretty sexy imagery in the Sexual Tarot. Let's see if I can find a good one for you. Oh, not quite sure what's going on here. But, you know, of course you're going to want to have an appreciation for a little bit of nudity and maybe be a little bit more mature than some people. And I have a little miniature cat guarding that one for obvious reasons. So that's a quick intro to who your tarot reader is here on Wicked Wands Tarot. Again, my name is Carmen, and thank you for watching.